which will segment us in our first topic, the stuff that we've been listening to, I guess, either this past weekend or this past week itself. And I don't know if you already got your list, but I already kind of got mine because I already got the app where I rank up everything.
Oh, yeah, you be doing that. I need to... What app is that again?
It's called Music Board. We're not sponsored, but Music Board, if you want to sponsor the channel, hey, go ahead.
Go ahead and do that.
But two of the first projects I do kind of want to touch upon a bit. Mike, all caps, Pinball, and Burning Desire. You put me on the Pinball because it recently came out. It's a collab album with him and another producer. I forget
Tony Cirillo or whatever. I could say that. I probably said that wrong.
But yeah, honestly, I like the project. It wasn't what I heard from that one song from Burning Desire. But I will say that it definitely gave me production that was very reminiscent of me hearing back in the blog era some Gucci Mane. Okay. And I was like, all right, well, what are we doing with this here? And, you know, Mike always has that very calm, that very monotone-ish like flow. And he raps really well as is. He definitely has a presence when he's on the mic. So I did enjoy Pinball. I feel like that was... You know, there was no filler on that project. I enjoyed every single track on
Killah EP. I think it's
Killah project. Yeah. And then also after that, you told me to check out Burning Desire, which is an album I see on hip hop Twitter a lot. And I was like, all right, let me check it out because I'm thinking this is going to be some really weird eclectic.
You thought it's going to be some lyrical individual type stuff?
Yes, especially from the actual cover of the album or cover of the project itself. And I'm like, what is this? And you know, I only heard Mike on Vor Desire or Vor Dire from Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist and the EP. And I'm like, all right, let me go into this. But the song I heard from that didn't sound like anything from Pinball. So I was like, all right, let me go into Burning Desire. Overall, I did like the atmosphere. I like the tone. I like the mood that he sets with that album overall. I do like his lyricism as well. His flows, pretty good as well, and I like a lot of the features that was on there as well. So Mike is an artist that you have recommended me that I will be checking out from here on out.
Yeah, so like I'll tell you this, like if you keep going down and down, you will see that he was I wouldn't say he was a totally different artist, but from production he was totally different. His production was more the lo-fi, you know how rap songs sound? That was like Mike. Mike and his group, they was doing it, and Earl kind of like was around them and kind of ushered that sound.
So Earl was inspired by Mike?
Pretty much. Kind of like Mike now, because like
I didn't like some rap songs when it first came out.
That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people was like thrown off of it just because of like the production, the lo-fi-ness of it, and like could I even hear him vocally type stuff? It was like really.
That was the only problem I had with Burning Desires was that sometimes. I'm all right with that with Pinball because trap music, I'm used to that with trap music. Like sometimes the beats will be louder than the vocals. But on Burning Desire, and I feel like it was intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional. That's what I'm gonna say. That's his thing.
Yeah, because it's so monotone. Yeah. I feel like the beats sometimes overpowered him, especially if you have a good sound system is. The bass and all the instrumentation, not instrumentation, but all the things happening within the actual production itself is going to overpower Mike sometimes, but Mike still has that presence on the mic that you still are going to want to hear from him.
Hey, that presence on the mic, Mike. So check this out. so one thing about Mike, right? Like you said, it was intentional with that sound. Like that's just his thing. So if you go back, I really want you to like kind of go back like one album. Not go back one album because Disco I think you'll really love. Not really love, but I think you'll enjoy. But let's say, you know, Black Soap. Go to like the Black Soap EP or something like that. Just it's a short EP.
I mean, it's almost pretty short too. It was like an hour.
Burn Desires, yeah,
it looks
because all the songs what they do is make like really short songs,
and I like that because nothing ever overstayed its welcome. I'm like, this is a perfect length for each of these songs, especially with how many songs he has on here and how long the actual project is. It always gave me something different, not something necessarily entirely new, but it kept me going from one place to another, and I wasn't getting tired of anything. Right. And I do like some points where it was just the instrumental itself. I'm like, dang, I kind of wish I heard him on that. I'm like, all right, though, I'm cool with that.
Like I love, what's that? Burn Desire, the title track I love, but Set the Mood. Hey, that's my shit. That's like with the R&B like sample.
Oh yeah.
Hold up, do you like R&B on Pinball? That's my joint.
The song? Yeah, I like all the songs on Pinball. Everything on both these albums. I was like, all right, this is just good. Like, there's nothing bad on here. Right. And everything, to me, fits whatever he's going for on these projects right here. Okay. Like I said, Pinball was my introduction project to him. Right. But Burning Desire is something that was like, okay, this makes me a fan. It makes me kind of want to hear more from him.
That's good. See, B, look. I'm trying. Hey, bro, I've been trying to put your stuff for years. This dude never listens. He's finally, he's getting a little older. Now he's understanding. I thought you'd get more stubborn.
No, it's just the fact of, I feel like it's because when I was younger, I heard a lot of the trap stuff. So me, I feel like I'm an aficionado in that sense,
right.
which is why sometimes when I see people put Travis Scott as like one of the greatest trap rappers, I'm like,
they say he renovated trap music.
Yeah, maybe the sound, but definitely not actual trap itself. I feel like I gotten a lot of the old Southern hip hop / trap stuff, so I feel like I'm a bit of an aficionado with that right now because I am getting older, because I have a lot more time to actually listen to music. Right. I kind of want to spread my wings a little bit.
Spread them out, B. I mean, let them spread. Let them pause. Just soar a little bit, B. You know what I'm saying?
But Pinball, Burn Desire, I'm definitely going to check out some more. Mike, those are some pretty good projects. Two projects I revisited. From A$AP Ferg, Trap Lord and Still Striving. Trap Lord, his debut album, which I believe last year was the 10th year anniversary of it. Definitely a good debut. I know. We're getting old. Definitely a good debut project from someone back in that era. And Still Serving is a project where it was just a lot of single-like songs where he just wanted to have fun on that album. And to me, that album is like a 3 out of 5. It's not bad. I know he really wasn't going for anything like super cohesive or anything like that. It was just an album where it's like, I want to get my friends on some songs. Right. I just want to have fun on this. There are some bad songs on there, but besides that, Still Striving is a pretty good project with some bangers to pull out of that bad boy. Now, next person I listened to that you have recommended to me probably a few years ago on our older podcast, but you told me to listen to some stuff recently. Kenny Mason, 6, and Angelic Hoodrat Supercut.
Bro.
I will say that both of these projects here gave me 2 different vibes, and I completely enjoyed both of them.
Bro.
I'm not going to lie, Angelic Hoodrat, it did scare me, though.
Why?
Because at the beginning of the project, you know, it has that usual Kenny Mason thing that I got from 6, because I really enjoyed 6. I think 6 is, however many tracks out of that, he hits on all of them. There's no misses at all. With Angelic Hoodrat, it goes from at the beginning, or the first third of it, from the usual rap.
So Play Ball threw you off or what?
I think it was the one that, is that the one that first sounds like a rock song?
Yeah.
So first that threw me off.
Oh, I love that song.
And I was like, whoa. I'm like, this is not what I expected. But I listened to 6 first, and he had on the bonus disc or whatever, or the second disc, he had a rock song on there. And I'm like, what are we doing? Yeah. But I kind of let it play, and I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this. Yeah. I'm like, this is like the rap rock that I do. Right.
He does it well. Bro.
And the funny part is, I thought about our Tizo Touchdown conversation. I was like, this is what I thought Tizo Touchdown was going to be. I thought he was going to be a blend and infusion of rap and rock like that. Because whatever the rock is right here, I like this type of rock, depending on the setting. But in this setting, on this album, I enjoyed it fully.
I got another group for you. It's a duo. Paris, Texas, whenever you get a chance.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're a little different, but they bring that rock, that hip hop, and they kind of bring you. They remind me like they should have came out doing like a 2010-ish, but more of like the blog era, like Tyler Creator, like Wolfgang. They give me that vibe.
He was two of them.
No. They're like younger. They like around our age group, but I'm just saying like I think that they didn't come out. I don't think they was making music back then. They probably was. They probably wasn't. I didn't do much research. When I found out about them, like in 2021, they gave me that vibe. They gave me that vibe, and I was like, I was on them, bro. Yeah. They new album they put out last year. I think it was last year. Not bad. It's not bad. Okay. I like the EP though.
I'm gonna check them out. I'll definitely like the EPs because it gives me a little vibe of like what I'm gonna get into. It gives me a little taste of the whole full meal.
It's called Boys Anonymous. That's the first album I think.
Boys Anonymous.
Yeah.
All right. But Angelic Hoodrat, like I said, it did scare me when it got to that rock song. Yeah. I'm like, where we going? And I'm like, all right. But I enjoyed it. And then another rock song played after that. I'm like, what are we doing with the rest of this album? I'm like, all right, I enjoy it. But then once it passed the 2/3 mark, we got back to the rap, and I'm like, dang, I actually kind of like that rock stuff he was doing. I'm like, I get it though, because you want to do the rap.
And one thing about him, he only gives you a little. He don't give you like a full album or anything like that. He gives you that taste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like he gives me a great variety. And like I said before about the mic stuff, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's not like a super long song with like some long ballad, some solo from the vocal performance or performer. I mean, and so I don't know. I just really enjoyed Angelic Hoodrat Supercut, but I also really enjoyed 6, and that's the one Project Pat.
Yeah, Project Pat. Yeah, that's the one. It's more like trap, but he got his little rock experience. Rock experimentation on there too as well.
Either way, I enjoy it, and this is what I thought Tizo Touchdown was going to be more of. But
look at that Tizo. Look at that Tizo, bro. You're gonna get just looking at him, you know you're gonna get something like totally off the wall, bro.
Yeah, especially with all them pins and needles.
He got nails in his hair, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like Tizo Touchdown. This is what I thought you was gonna be, but now I got Kenny Mason, and based off your recommendation,
Paris, Texas.
I am now looking out for any more music from him.
Right.
Next person, Lavish Misery from what's his name from that Ransom and Harry Fraud.
Oh, the album. I was thinking he was an artist.
No, my bad. But it's the album or mixtape, whatever. It was a collab project by Ransom and Harry Fraud. I like the production. It definitely gives me that Alchemist vibe, which Harry Fraud generally does in general. And Harry Fraud didn't disappoint. Ransom didn't disappoint. I think the most disappointing thing with this project is it's not memorable. Nah. Like, to me, this doesn't, like, make an impact.
Is this your first Ransom project?
No. Winter's Coming, I think, is my first.
So you need to go to, like, check out some of his Nicholas Craven production albums, like Deleted Scenes, all that type of stuff, bro. It's better production, in my opinion, that Ransom fits on. But Ransom, just as an artist, as a rapper, his performance never do it for me, bro. It's like, he's kind of boring to me.
He reminds me of Dave East. To me, he doesn't have the same energy as Dave East.
Ransom energy is so low. And his ad-libs are like, when he do his ad-libs, they just so corny to me. It don't even feel right. And I'm not saying he's not. He's not. Get me wrong. He's a good rapper.
Yeah, he's not a bad rapper.
He's not a bad rapper.
It's not memorable.
Yeah,
it's something that's super forgettable. I hate to say that about someone's project, but the lyrics ain't bad. The production definitely is far from bad. Yeah. It's just that I guess I gotta say it's a boring project because it's not memorable. Like I can't even think about a single song on here and I was like, dang, I gotta recommend this to somebody. No, it's just like I listen to it, I'm done. Yeah. Next album I listen to, actually I listened to like 4 Nas projects. 2 I revisited. 2 I listened to for the first time. Streets Disciple and Lost Tapes 2. These are my first time listening to those 2 projects because I'm doing this whole Nas re-listen / listen.
Because your love for Nas now in this current era.
Yeah. Okay. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go back and give him a bit more appreciation.
You do.
Well, I listened. Well, actually, this weekend was the final weekend of me listening to everything Nas, all his projects, except for the one with the Marley.
The one with Damian Marley, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Besides that one, I'm not listening.
Yeah, you don't got to listen.
Yeah, that's a collab project. But yeah, Streets Disciple. I never hear anyone talk about this album, and I really enjoyed Streets Disciple.
I think that's Mike from Dead and Hip, one of his favorites. I think he really liked that album. I'm not mistaken.
I know he likes the Untitled album, and that's
he do like that one, but I think
that's one of my favorites as well. Yeah. But Streets Disciple, I gotta say that disc 1, no misses. Yeah. That disc 2, that's when it gets really rocky because he does some. He has features on there, and I'm just like some of this production right here, Nas, and it's not varied in terms of subject matter itself.
I might have to I might have to go through that one. And you are talking about Untitled. That's not. I don't think that's one of Mike's favorite.
Listen, he talked about.
No. I'm talking about Streets Disciples.
Oh, sure.
I thought that was it's Untitled.
But yeah, Streets Disciple, because I was afraid to check it out because it was 2 discs. I'm like, oh God, I'm so scared. And Nas, he could be one of those rappers you get tired of listening to after a while. Yeah. And I was going back to back with Nas. I listened to that Lost Tapes 2. Definitely not as good as Lost Tapes 1.
Oh yeah, it was.
But then again, Lost Tapes 1, that era, Nas was way more in his bag. Yeah. Lost Tapes 2, definitely felt like a lot of loosies. It's not a bad project, but just a lot of the songs on there are very forgettable.
A few songs on there I like. It's just not memorable.
Yeah, it's definitely not memorable. Then I revisited Nasir to see if it was as bad as it was. There's some tracks on there, but overall I think that this is wasted potential because I feel like more could have been done with this project, especially with the names.
It was
Nas, and it was. And my thing was Nas didn't bring it, and Kanye didn't either. There was some production where I'm like, all right, where are we going with this? But Nas didn't fit over it. Or sometimes the mixing would be off, like on the song Cop Shot the Kid with the sample from Slick Rick. Yeah. I was just like, I like it. I like the beat, but the Cop Shot the Kid. It was overpowering Nas's performance.
It was so crazy because that album, I think first listen, a lot of people was like, "Oh man, this album's dope," and I feel like, yeah, bro. I remember people liking that album, and like that first day, and I think people like, yeah, got that second listen in, and was like, yeah, I think you know what I'm saying? Because like you hype for an album, you like, ooh, I want to like this, you know what I'm saying? You probably
recency bias.
It's just how it is. It's like, and I want this to be great. That's how I felt.
I mean, it was two of the greatest
I wanted it to be great. Like I liked it the first listen, and I was like,
I would say this project, it's not bad. I didn't like it first listen. I did because I was just like, this feels like, and I'm coming off of Untitled, Life is Good, and then Nasir back when it first came out. Me listening, being a fan of Nas. Nasir made me not want to listen to Nas anymore. That's what made me like, all right, I'm done with this. Yeah. Like I gave you another chance, I'm done with this. And obviously the Nas and Hit Boy run that they had made me back a Nas fan again, which is why I'm re-listening to a lot of this stuff. And Nasir isn't as bad as people made it to be back then in that era, but it's definitely a lot of wasted potential and things that could have been better if they would have took more time with it. But I also feel like because we're not in that era of Kanye having the soulful samples anymore, what I wanted will have never happened. Yeah. I feel like with Pusha T, I don't care for him being on the soulful samples, because the gritty like raps that he raps, Daytona was perfect for him in that setting right there. This era of Kanye is not perfect.
So you think like 06, 07,
around Hip Hop Is Dead,
that Kanye and Nas
now could still flow over that stuff, because what Nas does is, I don't want to say like this because I feel like this is a term that's overused on the internet. Nas is one of the most woke rappers on the mainstream level in terms of him talking about police brutality or racial injustices in America. He's one of those rappers. He's been rapping about that. But to see him a lot older, seeing a lot more things, and some of the production. And there was that song with him, The Dream, and Kanye. I forgot the name of it. It's like 7-something minutes. That was a really good song. I'm like, if we had more of those, maybe this would have been a better project. Because that song felt like the most thought out and heartfelt song on the album. Okay. But yeah, Nasir definitely is a forgettable, or at least I want to forget an album. And then after that, I listened to Life Is Good, the deluxe. Yeah. I listened to it when it first came out. Yeah. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't really big on Nas at the time because there was a whole bunch of new artists coming out around that time. So yeah, this album to me got swept under the rug. I re-listened to it. I'm like, it's cool. I like the concept, but he didn't hit the concept on the head like I wish he would have.
Yeah, I only to say I'm like twice. I don't really like Life Is Good, bro.
Yeah, Life Is Good is definitely. I think the deluxe songs on there are a lot better than a lot of the other songs on there. I mean, there's some good songs on here, but I think he sacrifices some lyricism for more poppy like sounds and production. And I hate Nas and Swizz Beatz together. I gotta say that right now.
I don't like Swizz Beatz.
I don't either, but Nas and Swizz Beatz should never touch the mic in the same room ever again. Everything like on Lost Takes 2, on Nasir, not Nasir, Life Is Good. Nas, stop getting in the room with Swizz Beatz.
I think the only thing I like Swizz on is what's the joint with Schoolboy Q? On Blank Face.
Bro, I
don't
know the name.
Oh my god,
the only thing I can think
it's in my head, bro.
Beats on is the song with Cassidy. I got my drink in my 2 cent, my drink. Dog, you don't like that song?
Nah, I like that song.
That song is hard. They did him.
What about just him on Throw It in the Bag on the remix? Wasn't he on there?
No.
Was he on the remix of that?
He probably was.
No. Remember he was on that Drake drink? What's that Drake
Fancy,
drink? Fancy, huh?
He definitely
I don't think he was gonna Throw It in the Bag. I could be off on that one, bro.
He might be.
I think the remix is some on a remix or something. I could be.
But yeah, I don't want to talk about Big Sean Sr. Him is fabulous.
Fabulous.
I will tell you this. Last 2 albums I gotta talk about. Well, last 3. No, last 4. Last 4 I gotta talk about. 2, I listened to both Mobb Deep albums, The Infamous and Hell on Earth.
Heat.
Fire. Fuego.
It just, bro.
All 10 out of 10s. Bro, whatever you want to give those 2 albums.
Just make you want to go.
I just want to murder somebody.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
In GTA.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like in GTA. Allegedly, baby. But no, it makes you just.
It made me want to.
Bro, it like
I'm that guy.
It feel grimy, bro. And then some of the skits that they have, it's like, P, chill, bro. You got me in that mode. I ain't even like that.
He was hyping me up. I'm like, bro, I'm about to get out right now.
I'm like, dang. Like, man, all you niggas, you know what I'm saying? How you be talking? I be like, dang, bro. P talk that talk, bro.
Hey, R.I.P. the Prodigy.
Bro, for real, bro. Like, hey.
I didn't really know how hard it was with them being on most of the production for most of these projects as well.
Havoc was.
And what they were setting for on those albums, also the features as well. Because since they was pretty good rappers, they got some pretty good features as well. Yes, Raekwon, Nas. You know I like me some Nas. Bro. So yeah, those.
Bro, I gotta play those this weekend, bro. Yeah. It's been a minute.
And I played them back to back.
For real.
But you know, I've always heard that, you know, The Alchemist is heavily, you know, connected with Mobb Deep. And I'm like, where's The Alchemist on these?
No, it's like later on.
But you know, these are their legendary albums. Yeah. So I was like, I'm like,
because really him and P was like really tight.
Don't they have a project together called Albert Einstein or something like that?
Bro. I was playing some of that not too long ago.
Is it heat?
I remember when that joint dropped on Hot New Hip Hop and that Piff, all that. Come on, man. I remember that, man.
And days. I listened to 2 legendary projects that you probably be proud of me for, because you know I hate the 80s. It Takes a Nation by Public Enemy.
Classic.
And I was like, all right, I think this is the only 80s album I like.
Hey, this is the only one I like. Crazy on that, boy.
You know. And then Chuck D.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is my guy. And then Flavor Flav being more so the hype man. He had like his one song here and there. But I was like, Chuck, I'm like, okay.
But Chuck D be going, bro.
Yeah, he be going, bro. So I'm just like, to me, I don't know why when it comes to 80s hip hop, it's like that production style, I just have it so synonymous with rebellion.
But they was like, when it came to them, what's the name of the group? His production, Bomb Squad. Like they brought the bass, bro. They was different. It was hard. Even though, you know, like even Cube, when he got production from them, bro. That's what bro. Public Enemy, bro, a legend, bro. I swear. I remember one day I was in the car with my girl, like we was heading heading on to Hempstead, bro. I was playing that I got a letter from the government. Like, bro, he was like, bro, come on, man.
That probably has to be one of my favorite lines in hip hop. And I didn't know it came from them. I thought it came from UGK.
Man,
but then I watched an interview of that, and they said he got it from Public Enemy.
Yes, bro.
I'm like, that's such a hard line.
That line is hard, bro. That's a freaking what's called song, bro? That's a prison riot song, bro. They tried to perform that in a prison before, bro. They was gonna, but they bet like they wasn't. They were like, nah, you know they have a uprising song, but prison outbreak. Like they was like, it was crazy.
I like Public Enemy, and now this kind of makes me sad that Flavor Flav did the Flavor of Love.
What do you mean, Flavor of Love classic? Man, I watched all season. All season.
It makes me sad. I'm like, look at that. You was doing all this.
We got Hoops, Delicious,
New York.
Oh,
she on season 2.
She was on season 2 because she was
on season 1, but then she came back.
On season 3.
And then
she came back season 2. White girl spit on her season 1, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then she fell back in love with Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look at Delicious, bro. No, Hoops was in 1, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, because he won.
The only one I really remember is New York because she came from there.
So this what happened. 1 was Hoops, and the Delicious came season 2. New York was in 1 and 2.
Yeah, but remember? New York kicked off, but she came back into one of the judges or whatever.
He had her in that joint. Remember, like she ended up coming back into the house.
The second season?
She ended up coming back in the house.
Oh, I thought she was a judge.
Nah, she came back in the house. She was a judge. And then he brought her back. And then he didn't pick her at the end with her Delicious. And that's when they was raining on her and she was just cussing him out and everything, bro. Tiffany.
Oh, man.
Bro, I used to love that.
We watched the episode of The Love for New York.
Bro, I used to watch this stuff in middle school, bro. I remember every Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, bro. Come back to school, bro. Talking about I Love New York when that show came out. Girls used to call me Tango. Because I wore do-rags. All right, Larry.
Last album I got to talk about, even though I did listen to Isaiah Rashad, The Burning House, I thought that was a pretty good project as well.
Dope.
Last album, and B, you going to probably flip when I tell you this one. And you probably saw it on Instagram.
What, bro?
Ghostface Killah, Supreme Clientele.
Oh, yeah,
My first time listening to it.
Banger! Hey.
Banger!
Shorty got shot in the face. The house was overcrowded. Bro, come on, bro. Nutmeg, the intro track.
Everything. What do you mean?
No, but I'm just saying, Nutmeg, how it set it off is insane.
Yeah. I don't like RZA like that on there, though. I'm like, RZA, I could do without you.
Man, I love that album. I'm so mad that I didn't buy that album on vinyl. Like,
it's not in stock no more?
Bro, you can't get that album, bro. It's so high now, bro. Well, last time I checked, because I remember when it used to be like $40 you can get it, but...
Nobody loves me.
Nutmeg is my favorite song on the album, though. Because it's just how it starts the album off, bro. I can never just pick a song. I go right to Nutmeg, bro, and just play it.
That album is amazing. It's really 10 out of 10. I love it.
I can't believe you just heard it.
Because remember back,
you need to go down his discography, bro. Because that's a discography that's, I don't know if it's slept on, but it's fire.
So back then, I was afraid of New York hip hop. Yeah. Back in my teenage years, because I'm just like, I'm like,
bro, why you think everything sound like that, bro?
Because you gotta think about what New York hip hop really came up off of.
But
came up off the boom bap.
If it wasn't for Rakim, come on,
I said
bro.
Back then, now.
But if you think about Ghostface, he was earlier. I mean, later.
Yeah,
in the 90s.
I didn't. Why would he sound like album like that back then, though?
Have you went back?
Yeah. I went back last year. God. I revisited some stuff last year. I revisited ODB, not Method Man,
Brooklyn Zoo.
Redman's not part of them. Jizza, because I think Liquid Swords is amazing. I love that album. Yeah, that album is amazing. I think that might see that was gonna be my favorite Wu-Tang album, but now Supreme Clientele is like right there. I'm just like, the Wu-Tang, they really had it back then. Bro. Oh, I also listened to Only Built for Cuban Links last year too.
Oh yeah, fire. Have you listened to Fishscale?
No. Hey, check it out.
Oh yeah.
I need to also listen
because he got like some Doom production on there, if I'm not mistaken. Dilla production. Oh
yeah, I need that.
Yeah, Fishscales.
Yeah, but him and Doom, I wish I could have seen them on more projects together.
Yeah.
Like, because some of the stuff I've heard them on, him and Raekwon and Doom, even though I feel like those are the two Wu-Tang members I was closest to Doom, I wish I could have like had some more stuff with them. But I also like back then when they would have the Only Built for Cuban Links featuring Ghostface Killah, or Iron Man featuring Raekwon the Chef. I'm like, dang, I gotta wish like we had more stuff like that nowadays in hip hop.
Hey man, you gotta go look like Bulletproof Wallet. You gotta scout, bro. You gotta.
There's a lot of stuff I'm checking out though. But
if you go back to Wu-Tang, it's so much music you haven't heard. It's insane.
But there's also a good amount that I have heard that I just don't remember.
Yeah, it's some stuff also that I want to recommend you, but I'm like, he ain't gonna like that. Like Beat Knots and all that. It's like some stuff I'm like, man, should I give him the heat? But I don't even know if he appreciate it. That's what I be thinking, bro.
It gotta knock. If it don't knock at all,
yeah, I'm gonna have to go through my '90s list and see, because there's some stuff in the playlist that you should check out. Just press play, bro.
Oh, I did. Yeah, the playlist was good. The playlist was fire.
I'm telling you, bro. Some stuff,
especially when you put it on shuffle, you don't know what's
gonna happen, bro.
It'll be my song, your song.
Right.
And then when I don't hear my song, I'm like, okay.
Hey, when I know, I'm like, oh, this me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, this me right here. But if I hear like something more modern, I'm like, yeah, when did he put this in here? You know what I'm saying? I'll be looking like, when did he put this in here?
But that's basically all I have to say for the stuff that I've been listening to this past weekend. Hey, what have you been listening to? If you do have anything to share.
Well, man, I'll just share really one album. Mm-hmm. Well, two albums. Mm-hmm. I've been listening to Obi-Wan. He put out a new album. It's called Apocalypse.
Is this a lyrical spiritual guy?
Not really. So with Obi-Wan, he kind of gives you, if you listen to Mac Hami, he kind of gives that reflection. He's not as lyrical, but the production from his producer, I really love the production. I love the way how he sounds on the beats. He's saying some stuff sometimes it's like, what are you saying? It's just random raps, to be honest with you.
Oh, so it's yap rap.
It's pretty much, it's not yap rap, bro. He's not just yapping, he's chatting, you know what I'm saying? But Dylan the Infamous is his producer. I don't know, if you want to check it out, if you want some like dope little flows, some rhymes, some guy that sound real smooth over some beats, check it out. Obi-Wan. And then other album, non-hip-hop album, it's The Dinner Party. The Last Dinner Party.
What genre is that?
It's like indie rock. And it's an all-girl band from London. And like, bro, this album makes me...
Hold up. They black?
No, bro, they white.
You see this guy's bro. Culture. He talking about different culture right now.
Hey, bro, that's the part. It's music culture, bro. This guy right here... racist.
I just don't like Eminem.
Oh my God.
Carlo and Machine Gun Kelly.
Jack Harlow, who's that?
No, Jack Harlow.
Oh, I thought you said Jack Harlow. I'm like, who's that? Jack Harlow, bro.
Hey, look, I just don't like those three.
No,
I'm not saying that Eminem don't got skill. Yeah. It's just I don't like it.
We're gonna have a discussion about Eminem one day. We will. We have to. I gotta hit them takes.
Sadly.
But anyways, The Last Dinner Party, really good album. I think they're like, I haven't really did much research on them. I was recommended this album by a homie in the Discord. And bro, fire. I would not recommend you to listen to this.
Thank you.
But anyways, it sounds like a fever dream, but in like a 60s, like it gives me a Eyes Wide Shut type of vibe to it, bro.
Who's that? Eyes Wide Shut.
You don't know the movie with my boy? Bro, I'm blanking. I don't know. The camera get in my face sometimes. I forget.
You lose brain cells.
I lose it, bro.
When the mics come on,
you know me. I know my directors, and I can't think of them right now, bro.
Is it an indie movie?
Nah, not really.
Oh, it's a regular movie.
Tom Cruise in it, and Nicole Kidman. How I remember those names, but can't remember. Stanley Kubrick.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay, from
there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I think it's one of his last films, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I've heard of the movie then. I've heard of it because I looked at Stanley Kubrick's filmography or directorial filmography or whatever, and I think that was one of the movies that came up, but I just never chose to watch it.
Yeah.
Is that all you listen to?
I listen to more stuff, but nah. I can't really, because it's mostly stuff I listened to before. Like,
so then it's really my first experience with that stuff. Okay, understandable.
That's all I got, bro.
But yeah, that's what we listened to this past week / weekend. I mean, there was a new Cochise single. It was like 1 minute and 50 seconds. Cochise, what are you doing, dog?
Hey, bro.
What are you doing?
See, my guy here, he has to go down a dark path. I don't know why he does this to himself. But I really appreciate that he's going back and listening to that great music. That's why this segment might be most of your music. Because I be wanting to hear your experience with these albums. That's why I really like to hear it. Like, so with my stuff, I just play like some new stuff that probably nobody never heard. That type of stuff. But you gonna put them on.
Yeah, I'm just giving my experience of my first impressions on this.
You're like that one guy that's on Twitter, bro. He's like, oh, it's first time listening to this. And then I'm like, how old are you, bro? We Love Rap or something like that. It's not We Love Rap. It's
I
can't think of his name.
But I know.
Shout out to you,
bro.
Talking about. But he listened to Stankonia for the first time and all these other. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
I can understand that if they're young. So
that's what I'm saying. I wanted to ask him how
old. Like if they're our age and they talking about who's Outkast. Come on, dog.
He listened to like Goblin for the first time. I'm like, who is this kid? I'm gonna message you, bro. Like, how old are you?
But since we are on this topic.